Get your never simping clothing and merchandise now.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? So you clicked on this video because you wanted to learn how to stop having cracked, dry feet like the one you saw in the thumbnail. Okay, so in order to understand how we're gonna fix this issue, okay, we need to understand what causes it. All right, and what's actually normal for the natural human skin. Okay, so one thing I got to get out to you is that most people are told by Google, okay, which are crooks, the information they try to sell you on how to keep your body together. How you gonna let an algorithm try to tell you how to keep your natural human skin healthy? Google doesn't even have skin. So they tell you to drink a whole gallon of water. Okay, a gallon of water is 128 ounces, and they tell you to do that no matter what your body weight is, no matter how much sweating you have, no matter how many electrolytes you have within your blood. Okay, that keep the hydration status between the electrolytes and actual liquid in your body in homeostasis. Okay, so if you actually listen to that advice, you will get dry, cracked feet, dry, cracked skin in general. Okay, you're gonna be having a whole bunch of dandruff, because all dandruff is having a chalkboard and then you scrape it and then you scrape all the chalk off. That's that white flake stuff. It's the same thing with your scalp. Okay, when it's dry or just any part of your body, it just shows up in hair a lot more, because it's a contrast between the hair and the white debris that falls off of your skin. So that's the first thing. Okay, the second thing is eating a whole bunch of foods that cause inflammation within your body. Okay, so if you're not understanding what you're putting into your body, and then you get all these issues, and then you try to hide the problem by drinking more water like Google says, instead of actually figuring out the truth, then you're gonna keep running into these issues. All right, so we know that, just like for me, for instance. Okay, there's certain foods I can't eat, like grains. Okay, main grains is gonna be bread. It usually takes 2-3 days of eating bread to go ahead and start giving me issues. My feet start itching, they start getting red, and then the bones in my toes start to ache. Okay, my feet start to hurt, and then it runs all. It's a systemic issue that I get. And then most dairy, but I'm gonna have something for you that I came across. Just stick to the end of the video. That's where we're gonna give the solution. Let's find out things that you have issues with. So as soon as you eat something, what happens within about an hour? Okay, and then you want to see what happens within the next 24 hours. All right, if you start getting diarrhea, all right, you start doing that, then you know that something you ate was causing that. If you start getting gassy, if you start having your gums start bleeding a little bit more, if your lips start to feel itchy, if you notice your nasal pathways start to swell up and you can't breathe through it as much. Okay, all these things is gonna be alerts that go off within your body to let you know, hey, this what we just ate ain't too good for us. Okay, and when you eat things that cause inflammation, that disrupts your skin. It makes it itchy, especially if you have hair in the area. That's why you see people doing this, say they be having an itchy beard and things all those nature. What you gotta understand is that we have skin underneath. Okay, just because we call it a scalp, it's still skin. So still skin, so we got to treat it like skin. We cannot be having systemic inflammation going on. So once we got those things under control, now that we know what not to eat, we need to know what we need to be eating. Okay, so this is where we come into solutions, and then I'm gonna show you guys something that will complement the solution I'm about to give you. So you want to focus on foods such as making sure you're eating enough animal fats. Okay, this is going to be saturated and monosaturated fats. Okay, when you eat these two when you eat these two types of fat, your body is made of a whole bunch of proteins and lipids. Okay, lipid is the simplest form of these huge cells that we call fat. Okay, it's made up of a whole bunch of lipids. Okay, so now that we know, we are literally made, like, our structural integrity is made up of proteins and fats. What do Google tell us to do, or what do mainstream society tell us to do? Okay, they tell us to go on a low fat diet. Oh, you're getting too fat. Okay, you weigh too much. All right, now let me tell you guys something. Me, I weigh around 200 pounds as my winter weight. All right, but that 200 pounds is not a whole bunch of fat. At this weight, I can still do pull-ups for 10 reps. Okay, so it's plenty of muscle on my frame that complements along with having fat. The fat is there to power the muscle through fatty acids. Okay, so you want to stop. You want to get that low fat diet, or oh, I need to watch my fat so I can watch my figure. You need to get that out your head, because that is going to literally destroy your body. I'm always telling y'all to stop going against your natural human self. All right, and that's one of the ways you go against it. So keep those things in mind. So good foods is always going to be things like dairy. Okay, if you're lactose intolerant, like a lot of people, one of the things I can share with you that I found is kefir. Okay, a lot of indigenous groups had some form of um, fermented product. Some people make sauerkraut. Some people have, I think it's called kombucha. And then you have kefir. The word for kefir literally means feel good. All right. And I can tell you from experience, when I started drinking this stuff, man, that's how I felt. It opens up your airways. You can breathe deeper. You can go to sleep a lot better and deeply. I have intense dreams when I, drink this stuff. And when you having dreams like that, that's a sign that your body is starting to connect. Like, your physical body is starting to connect with your esoteric form of whoever you deity you vibrate towards, whether that's God, Jesus, or higher self. There's a whole bunch of things, people, the universe. You're on the same vibration as that. Okay, esoterically or spiritually. Okay, so your body is back to running together. There's a lot of people that don't dream, but that's besides the point. So that's just letting you know that, hey, when I eat something like kefir, fatty cuts of meat. Okay, now with me, I can't eat supermarket ribeyes, or what else? I can't eat ribeyes um and just store bought beef for some reason. I don't know if it's the GMOs, but you also want to be kind of weary of what the food that you're eating has been eating. Okay, so I usually go for grass-fed fatty cuts of meat. Okay, that way I don't run into allergic issues that again cause inflammation inside of my body. Okay, because they feed most of the farm animals GMO grains. So you want to go for things that's organic for the most part. Now, if you come across some restaurant food that your body agrees with and it's a protein source, like when you go to Wendy's, you get a bunless, quadruple burger, and you do well on that, you don't get no inflammation from that, hey man, I say go with it. When it comes down to it, the body will let you know what food is good for you to go ahead and continue to eat. Okay, that's why you got to tap in and tune into the body. So once you got the proteins and fats and things, like pretty much an animal based diet, and you can add things around that and garnish it with fruits, just be cognizant of certain fruits that you might have allergies to. Be cognizant of certain vegetables you might have allergies to. Gotta remember, you know, plants don't want to be eaten by a whole bunch of animals all the time. That's why herbivores are more immune to the toxins in plants than animals that's not built like them. Okay, that's why they got 4 stomachs and things like that. So just be cognizant. Don't eat, 8 cups of salad because you're running into kidney stones like that. But you can talk to your doctor. The reason they tell you, or people tell you, oh, consult a physician because I am not a physician, is basically because they pay the physicians to market their products and to pop their medicine down your throat. Okay, you gotta remember, I worked in the medical field, and they used to come in and bribe us with a lunch and then give us a whole lecture trying to sell us on a whole bunch of medication and try to make us buy their medication so we can start giving their medication to our clientele. All right, so they can make money. That's the only reason they came in there with that free food, just to get their foot in the door and try to sell us some bullshit. That's all it is. Once you start getting those things with your diet together, and I'm gonna be having a audio lesson, and it might be like a video course more in depth on diet. Um, I made this cream. Okay, so this is a body butter, and you can put this in your hair. I put this on my beard. Okay, I put this in my hair up here. Okay, I put this on my body. So after you get out the shower, you put this in there, it'll smooth and make this a lot more pliable. If you're not in the shower, you can just pop it. This is glass, so you can pop it in the microwave real quick. Or something else I do, I boil a thing of water. Now this is if it's cold. Okay, like I had this sitting outside. All right, but if you got this room temperature all the time, you ain't gonna need to do all that. You can just get it out the jar, right? But this is made out of beef tallow mixed with olive oil. Okay, so olive oil is a mainly poly monosaturated with polyunsaturated fats. Okay, so it's a fat that has a deeper or freeze point. So if it's like 20 degrees outside, then it have better flowability or lower viscosity, which means it's freer flowing than beef tallow. Now, beef tallow has a higher smoke point and it's a little bit more solid and it's thick. But when you put this on your skin, it will literally keep your skin moisturized for days. Okay? So if you got waves, the hairstyle, boom. Or you just want to hydrate your skin and get rid of that cracked feet, that's how it looks. You see how easy it was for me to go ahead and get something off. Okay, and now I'm gonna put some on my hands. I washed my hands recently and then put this body butter on. So boom, put it on there. Put it on your nails so your nails shining. They don't crack on you. Cause that's why a lot of ladies that y'all nails be cracking. Right? Boom. This is good to put on every time you wash your hands. Alright. You know what I'm saying? Get your hands together. That way you're not walking around here with cracked feet, psoriasis, dandruff, which really, dandruff is just a byproduct of messed up skin that's dry. Alright? So once you start eating properly and putting the proteins and fats within your body, and then you can cap it off with something like this to complement that. Put on your skin whenever you washing your skin with tap water, because they put in God knows what, they just found parasites down in Texas in the tap water. So so you using that, don't let your skin dry out. Put some of this body butter on there. Now, this is just a prototype right now. But I'm gonna start selling this probably this summer. And people just let me know if you want some. This is a size that I have for right now until I find some more containers. But I pretty much got the formula cracked down. And it smells like a little bit of olive oil with a little bit of beef tallow, but it doesn't smell like a burger. Okay, this is unscented, and pretty much it doesn't have a huge scent that, oh, that person put pig grease, cooking grease on their hair. It doesn't have that scent. So that's why I like this mixture with the olive oil and the beef tallow. Okay, and again, it's real easy to go ahead and get the amount that you need, put it on your skin. It's not too hard, it's not too soft. It has a very creamy texture to it. Okay, and that's how it's looking. Okay, and again, this has been sitting outside in about 40-30 degree weather, so this is a little bit more solid than what it would be in your house sitting at around 70 degrees, 68 degrees room temperature. All right, so I hope that I was able to break down why your skin cracks and looks like the Sahara Desert. All right, and we were able to give you a solution. And again, follow those dietary things, those little dietary tips, and also holler at your boy to see when you can get this. Probably have you guys on a list. You get on my email list, and then I have the people that want this stuff, so I can start, getting this together for production, like mass production, so I can send it out to you guys. Then I gotta get the jars. I know the recipe, so I can just go ahead and whip it up for you guys. So you guys can go ahead and send in your testimonials and let me know. I already know this is gonna be a hit. Alright. So I'ma holler at y'all later. Y'all be good. Peace. I've been direct. Alright. Go ahead and check it out, man. Hugging the sleeves. This a large. Let me go ahead and draw this down a little bit. And you got the emblem right there, you know what I'm saying? Hugging the sleeves. That's crazy. Y'all go ahead and get another look at it. And the material. I mean, look at the material. Look at the material. Look at the sound. That's not cotton, boy. This is clean. It's clean. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy a shirt off the rack at Walmart like this, man. This is high quality. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead and get y'all one, man. Had to go ahead and show y'all how the thing look on the right arm. You know what I'm saying? And let me